restoration where there has been loss. This is not a prediction. This is a decree. This is not wishful thinking. This is prophetic declaration. What I have spoken in the heavenly realm is about to manifest in the earthly realm. What I have decreed in eternity is about to appear in time. What I have established in the spiritual is about to become visible in the physical. You have been faithful in the season of difficulty. You remained true when things were hard. You kept believing when belief seemed foolish. You continued trusting when trust made no logical sense. And now, I am rewarding that faithfulness. I am honoring that perseverance. I am responding to that trust by releasing into your life more than you asked for, more than you imagined, more than you thought was possible for someone like you. This is how I work. This is what I do for those who refuse to quit on me. I show up in their darkest hour. I break through when they have held on until they have nothing left to hold on with. I manifest my power in ways that leave them breathless and everyone watching them amazed. Your breakthrough is not just for you. It is for everyone who has been watching your struggle. There are people observing your life who are facing their own battles. They have been watching to see if staying faithful to God really makes a difference. They have been wondering if trusting me is worth the cost. They have been questioning whether I am real, whether I am good, whether I actually care about what happens to my children. Your victory is going to answer those questions. Your testimony is going to strengthen their faith. Your breakthrough is going to give them hope that if God did it for you, He can do it for them too. So when the manifestation comes, when the breakthrough arrives, when the victory becomes visible, give me the glory. Tell the story of how I brought you through. Point people to the faithfulness of your God. Let them know that what they are seeing is not the result of your greatness, but the demonstration of mine. Let them know that you do not have all the answers, but you know the one who does. Let them know that you are not strong in yourself, but you serve a God who is strong on your behalf. This is how my name gets lifted up. This is how my reputation spreads. This is how people who do not know me yet are drawn to me. They see what I do in the lives of my faithful children, and they want that for themselves. I want to speak to something that you have been afraid to hope for because hoping for it and being disappointed again would hurt too much. There is a specific area of your life where the pain has gone so deep, where the disappointment has been so consistent, where the waiting has stretched so long that you have almost given up believing anything will ever change. You have tried to surrender it. You have attempted to accept that maybe this is just how things are going to be. You have worked to make peace with a reality that breaks your heart every time you think about it. But the longing will not go away. The hope keeps resurfacing. The desire keeps returning even though you try to suppress it because you are afraid that hoping will only lead to more heartbreak. I see that place in your heart. I know what you have been carrying there. I understand how much courage it takes for you to even allow yourself to want what you want in that area. And I am telling you right now that the breakthrough is coming. What has been broken in that specific area is being repaired. What has been dead is being resurrected. What seemed impossible is being made possible. Not because you finally did the right thing or prayed the right prayer or had enough faith, but because my timing has arrived, because the season is turning, because I have decided that now is the moment to move in that area of your life in ways that will restore your hope and prove that I have not forgotten the desires of your heart. When it happens, when you see movement in that area you thought was permanently stuck, when you experience change in the situation you believed would never shift, you are going to weep. Not tears of sorrow this time. Tears of joy, tears of relief, tears of worship. Because you are going to recognize that only I could have done this. Only I could have taken something so broken and made it whole. Only I could have resurrected something that was dead. Only I could have turned around a situation that seemed absolutely hopeless. And in that moment, all the pain of the waiting is going to be worth it. All the tears of the difficult season are going to make sense. All the questions you had about why it took so long are going to be answered. There is something else I need you to understand as you prepare to step into this new season. The victory I am giving you is complete. It is not partial. It is not conditional. It is not fragile. It is established, secured, rooted in my unchanging character. You do not have to worry that it is going to be snatched away at the last minute. You do not have to fear that something is going to go wrong and ruin everything. You do not have to live in anxiety that you are going to mess this up somehow. I am the one establishing this victory. I am the one securing this breakthrough. I am the one orchestrating this turnaround. And what I establish cannot be undone by the enemy, by circumstances, or even by your own mistakes. Yes, you will still face challenges in this new season. I am not promising you a life with zero difficulties, but you are going to face those challenges from a completely different position. You are not going to be fighting for victory. You are going to be fighting from victory. You are not going to be striving to overcome. You are going to be walking in the reality that you have already overcome through me. You are not going to be hoping that things will work out. You are going to be confident that they already have worked out in the spiritual realm, and it is only a matter of time before the physical realm catches up with what is already true in the eternal realm. This is what it means to walk by faith. Faith does not deny current circumstances. Faith sees beyond current circumstances to eternal realities. Faith does not pretend that problems do not exist. Faith declares that problems are temporary, but God is eternal, and what is eternal always outlasts what is temporary. Faith does not ignore the battle. Faith stands in the battle with the confidence that the outcome has already been decided in heaven, and what heaven declares will manifest on earth. I am calling you to walk in that level of faith as you enter this new season. I am calling you to live like someone who knows they have already won. I am calling you to speak like someone who is confident that what God promised will come to pass. I am calling you to act like someone who understands that the breakthrough is not something you have to create through your effort, but something you receive from my hand, through your faith. This posture, this mindset, this way of walking through life, is what will sustain the blessing long after the initial excitement fades. This is what will keep you grounded when the elevation comes. This is what will protect you from pride when the promotion arrives. So celebrate, not arrogantly, not in a way that forgets where you came from or who brought you through, but genuinely, joyfully, gratefully. Celebrate that you made it. Celebrate that the season of difficulty is ending. Celebrate that what began in struggle is concluding in victory. Celebrate that the promise that seems so far away is now manifesting right in front of your eyes. Celebrate that I was faithful even when you struggled to remain faithful. Celebrate that I never let go of you even when you felt like you were losing your grip. Celebrate that I carried you through when you thought you could not take one more step on your own. The enemy wanted this season to break you. I used this season to make you. The enemy intended for this trial to destroy your faith. I allowed this trial to strengthen your faith. The enemy planned for this difficulty to drive you away from me. I orchestrated this difficulty to draw you closer to me. What was meant for your harm, I have transformed for your good. What was designed to defeat you has actually prepared you for your greatest victories. What looked like the end of your story is actually the setup for your most powerful chapter. Let me tell you about the spiritual warfare that was happening during this season that you could not see. While you were feeling attacked and overwhelmed, I was actually using every attack as an opportunity to train you. The enemy thought he was destroying you. I was using his attacks to develop you into a warrior. Every lie he whispered was teaching you to recognize and reject lies. Every fear he tried to plant was training you to stand firm in faith. Every discouragement he sent was building in you a determination that cannot be shaken. He was unwittingly becoming my training partner, helping me prepare you for battles that are coming. And now you are dangerous to his kingdom in ways you were not before. Before this season, you were a believer. Now you are a warrior. Before this season, you had faith. Now you have tested faith, proven faith, battle-hardened faith. Before this season, you knew about me. Now you know me. There is a difference between knowing about someone and knowing them personally, intimately, deeply. This season forced you into a level of intimacy with me that comfortable circumstances could never produce. When everything else was stripped away, when every other support system failed, when every human helper proved insufficient, you discovered that I am enough. Not just barely enough, abundantly enough, more than enough. Sufficient for every need, every fear, every question, every crisis. That knowledge is going to sustain you through everything that comes next. That intimate knowing of my sufficiency is going to be your anchor when storms arise. That deep conviction that I am faithful is going to be your foundation when everything around you shakes. And that unshakable confidence in my goodness is going to be your testimony.